Hello everyone, welcome back to my Journalism of the Heart news channel. The story for today is: ever wondered what it is like to work as a nanny for someone who is rich and famous? A self-described celebrity nanny has spilled the beans about what really goes on behind the walls of those mansions, including what happens at a celebrity playdate, and the family who wanted her to live in a separate apartment with their children. The British nanny, who called herself VIP Nanny, took to Mumsnet recently and declared, "Name changed for obvious reasons, but I know I would have been curious about my job if I wasn't doing it, so I figured I would help answer some questions people might have about what it's like to nanny for rich, well-known families. Ask me anything." The questions came thick and fast and ranged from: do they expect you to do things outside of nannying, e.g. housework, to is it glamorous, and do they have really good quality time with their children? The nanny said the families she worked for usually have housekeepers, and nannies usually only do nursery duties, which might include laundry for the kids. But because many families use expensive, delicate clothing, it's very common that they ask their housekeeper to do it, adding she had shrunk a few expensive items, so definitely happy when I am not on laundry duty. She said there was a lot of traveling involved and she often lived abroad and then traveled a lot on top of that. Read more. Dad melts hearts with sweet gesture for daughter. The current family I am working for travel a lot for their job, so I either tag along or sometimes stay behind with the kids, she said, adding it depends on the duration of the trip and what makes the most sense. It's glamorous in the sense that usually they live in very luxurious places and you definitely tag along to a lot of high-end places and have access to things, but surprisingly their life isn't that much different to ours in many ways. I am still very much staff and it's still very much work despite the bling. As for if having a nanny makes you a better or worse parent, the nanny said it depends on the family. I had one mum who has 5 kids, and a couple nannies, and a couple of housekeepers and a butler, etc., but honestly she was an amazing mum. I worked, but not that much, as she really wanted to be part of her kids' life and so she more had nannies in case she needed them rather than because she needed them. Others have staff so they don't have to worry about their kids, and having staff doesn't lead to them spending any more time with them at all, even if everything in their life is taken care of. It's really dependent on the family. The nanny went on to say she once refused a job because she was asked to live in a separate apartment with a 1-year-old and 3-year-old, and pretty much raised them as my own 6 days a week. Even on her day off, the family did not plan to be with their children, but instead left them with a second nanny employed for my day off. The parents lived in a different apartment and would drop by once a day, if that, she said. So, no, some parents have money and they unfortunately use it to not have to worry about parenting, rather than to spend more time with their kids. And as for playdates, were other parents noticeably disappointed when they arranged a playdate with the celebrity's kid only to have the nanny turn up instead? According to the nanny, playdates were heavily organized and vetted. It would be very rare for a celebrity child to go to the local public school, and so playdates are more often done within the circle, she said. So either both sets of parents will be present or it's been organized so that me and their nanny meet. It would be very rare that I go have a playdate with another mum. I usually have playdates with other nannies and mums. Dads socialize amongst themselves. She said the strangest thing about working for celebrities was probably them having staff for everything. Even just the notion of having a butler for me is something ridiculously funny, and having to be accompanied by bodyguards to go outside in their own garden. The nanny said she works 6 days a week and gets paid more than the average at £1,500 to £1,700 per week, AUD $2,621 to $2,971. She said she earned more because she specialized in newborns, and was responsible for setting up schedules and routines. I am the one doing nights anyway, so it makes sense I am the one implementing the routine, she said. I can suggest activities or things for them to buy. I usually won't have access to a credit card or anything like that, but usually if I say I need something it will be bought on the same day. I can cook for kids, but some families had a chef, and in this case I might be asked to collaborate with the chef, as in suggest meals for the baby, toddler. I am live in and my food is covered. I really don't have many expenses to worry about. That being said, it's long hours, so no, not much time for dating or anything, and most nannies who like me specialize in babies end up retiring at 60 or so, never having married or having had their own kids, because you simply don't have the time to meet anyone. For a daily dose of 9 Honey, subscribe to our newsletter here. That is all for today news. Please make sure to leave your comment and subscribe the channel below for more news update. Thank you for watching.